But after using this tool, I kind of think I might actually like this better than the Hori Hori knife, or it is a total tie. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Honeystead. My mom and I came up to the garden and she started working on cleaning up some of the raised beds, and of course the puppies
right by the side.
The dogs are with us, of course, because that's just what they do. But the bees are starting to fly. It's a little chilly still. I think tomorrow is actually going to be a good day to get in and do a couple of hive inspections. Oh yeah. I shared on my Instagram page the other day a picture of our garden completely tilled and just fresh and crisp looking, and how I look at it, and to me it looks like a blank canvas. I look at all the possibilities of everything that we're gonna grow, and I'm counting down the days that I'll be able to start getting all of our plants in the ground. But it is a garden that is empty is like a blank canvas, and it's such an exciting feeling, being that you come out of winter and all of this grass and everything is starting to turn green, and all the brown dead looking trees are actually starting to come alive with buds and pollen and leaves. But I look at spring and it truly is a new beginning. It is a freshening up, and it has so much potential, especially if you're a gardener, especially if you enjoy growing things. But that is one thing that I really enjoy about spring. And it's totally like the calm before the storm. It really is. Because as soon as everything starts growing, it's like, hold on tight. Here we go. So this past Christmas, I gifted my mom a garden tool that she used at the American Plant Savers Society.
Well, I think I only used like a little bit of it.
I think.
I don't think it had a handle.
No, she found this tool that they had, and she was like, whatever this is, I want one. And so we had kind of been on the hunt for a little while, and surprisingly, I actually found one for her. And honestly, it really wasn't that expensive. But
I have used it to dig up roots. I have used it to
clear out garden beds.
I have used it to scrape a line in the soil for planting.
So
all I know is it's a homie.
It's a Korean, so we're gonna call it a homie.
And the trailer's coming.
That's okay. I don't know if that's a proper name for it, but anyways, I did find it, and so far,
oh, it's mine.
It's yours. And then of course she really, yeah.
A Duluth mat when you're too short to reach all the way in the bed. It's a knee saver.
It's a knee saver.
Hi. Kaylee, this is going to make such light work.
So I have a few different garden tools that we use quite often, especially when it comes to cleaning up your garden beds. One of my top favorite garden tools was recommended by Jess from Roots and Refuge, which is called the Hori Hori knife. I actually think that is over by the apothecary, but after using this tool, I kind of think I might actually like this better than the Hori Hori knife, or it is a total tie. This one's actually called a homemade digger, and I'll put the link down below of where I purchased it from. This thing glides and cuts all the roots like butter. Plus, I kind of like the name of it.
It's Korean.
It's Korean?
And it's called Little Ground Spear.
Little Ground Spear. But I kind of like to call it my homie. He's my homie. My homie digger. It's like butter. Look at it.
I know, that's what I was telling you. I was like, okay.
This makes things so much faster. So much faster. Okay, come here. We're gonna do an experiment. Come on, we're gonna do this.
Hold on, let me...
So because we're cleaning out the garden beds and I was talking about garden tools, we're gonna do an experiment. We're gonna use the traditional, this one, versus the homie digger, and let's see who can clean out this the fastest. Okay, challenge accepted. Well, I don't want that.
I don't want this.
All right, challenge accepted. No cheating. No cheating. We gotta actually do this. We gotta do this official. Okay, so you do that side.
So I'll do from here.
Okay, there over, and I'm gonna do from here over. And I'm gonna use a traditional cheapy, not really cheapy.
Use this one. That's a Fiskars. That's in good shape.
Okay, can I use two? No, okay. All right, so I'm gonna use this one.
You know what? Go ahead and use two.
Are we thinking it's gonna be that good? All right, and my mom's gonna use her homie. I just like that. All right, I'll use one. All right, let's go. You ready? No, we're not ready.
Wait, you're ready, go, no!
Should I time it? I'm gonna time this.
1 minute.
Really? One minute?
Let's see how much we get done in 1 minute. It's
All
a
right.
clock thing.
It's a clock thing, okay.
And there's a timer button.
Timer.
Not 15 minutes.
Okay, timer, and go.
Oh, there it is.
We went ahead and set the timer for 1 minute, and I'll show you my side and I'll show you her side. It's about all I got done.
And this is all I got done.
I had to pause a couple of seconds to get all this cleaned out, but this is about, you got a bigger section done.
Yeah.
Of course, you're still working on it.
Well, yeah, but I was just trying to find that.
But what's nice is it cut the root for the most part versus me having to pull the root up. All right. Ah, that was my foot. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that. That is a nice garden tool. So I definitely think she probably won on that one. We already went ahead and cleaned out the majority of the beds. I've got a little bit of work to do over there in ground. And after that, my plan is to kind of start laying out what I want to plant where. There are some things that I already have established in these beds, like this bed and this bed. If you guys caught that video from last year, I had passion flower that I grew up and over this archway. I'm absolutely in love with the passion flower. The bees love it too. But we were able to harvest all the leaves and turn it into a tincture because it's one of those, just a very calming tincture and helps with anxieties. I am excited to see what another year of passion flower is going to do in this archway and how much abundance we're gonna have. I'll put that video above if you guys are interested in seeing what it looks like. But yes, I'm definitely, I don't know about you guys, but I am very much ready for this growing season. Since I'm up here, I'm gonna walk over and see if we have any of our asparagus that is starting to grow. That was the first thing that I planted in my garden, in my in-ground garden, was asparagus, because I knew it'd take forever to actually start to grow. What we do each year is we heavy cover up our asparagus plot with some extra leaves and whatnot, mainly because I let a lot of the asparagus go to seed, and it drops all the seeds down, and then every time I come out, every spring I come out, I always see little itty bitty baby asparagus. And so I'm hoping that this whole little section will eventually be all asparagus, but I think if I remember correctly, I planted about 30 or 40 roots, asparagus roots. I definitely love to have more asparagus, so I might be putting some more roots in the ground, maybe all back that way. I typically like to grow a lot of sunflowers back here behind our bees, mainly because it's beautiful and it acts as a wind barrier as well. I know I've shared with you guys that my intentions are to plan on moving our bee yard and keeping this all more of a garden area. And we have been racking our brain for really the last year or two of where to put them. My husband and I were actually talking about possibly utilizing this plot over here, and I'll show you. I have this section of this property that we really don't do anything with. It's just yard. I was thinking how nice it would be to be able to fence in just this area right here and have the bees facing that way for the sun, the direction of the sun. But if we move them, we're probably going to be doing it late winter, early spring, so that way I can lock them up for at least 48 hours. And so when they do come out, they're going to be able to reacclimate and orientate to their new direction of where their home is going to be. I don't want to do it much later than that because really, like right now, spring, everything's starting to bloom. These little girls have so much work to do, and I don't want to take away a couple of days worth of work for them to go out and forage and bring in pollen and nectar for their sisters. So that's my plan. It's going to take a little while for me to get that bee yard established, but as of right now, I think that is where we're going to move them. I don't mind that they're up in our garden. When I only had a few, it really wasn't that bad, but right now, having as many bees as I do, it does deter people from wanting to come up and work in the garden, and I understand that. I totally get it. So that I think is the plan. We'll keep you guys posted. Thank you guys for coming along and working in the garden with us. And as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys.